Why would the Kikuyu leaders that comes from the mountain who met during the Limuru 3, that is last month, decided to take what they discussed to Raila Amolo Odinga despite no one knowing who supported the Limuru 3? Welcome back to Vana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. I have got two top stories here to discuss. The first story is about this issue of the Limuru 3 and why would Raila Amolo Odinga be given or be notified about the discussions that were made during the Limuru 3 last month by people like Jeremiah Kioni and other Kikuyu leaders.
Limuru 3, this is the reach out committee that was tasked with this exercise, and I thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Now, members of the press, as you have already been told, this is a delegation that has come from that conference that they call Limuru 3. I'm accompanied here by one of my deputies, Honorable Wikis Ambesa Paranya, and I'm also here with the deputy chairman of our party, Governor Simbarati, and there are several other honorable members of parliament of ODM who are here. This delegation came to present to us a report of the meeting that was held in Limuru, known as Limuru 3. And as you know, there was a lot of discussions about the Limuru 3, whether it should take place or not, whether it was going to unite or divide the people of Kenya. But having listened to them, before we came here, I'm convinced that the Limuru 3 is one of these discussions that we need to have in this country, across the length and breadth of our country. We fought very hard to introduce freedom of expression and association in our country. As you know, we came from an era of a single-party dictatorship where expressions and dissent were completely banned. We brought in this new constitution which gives Kenyans the fundamental right of expression and association. And this is something must be selflessly guarded by the Kenyan people. We have had conversation for a long time. I actually gave them a kind of a summary of our history as a people, where we came from and how we came together, about the struggle for independence of our country, and why this area was unique, where particularly we had the armed struggle, because this was one of the areas which was settled by the white men, and they had to take up arms in order to be able to liberate themselves and get back their land.
I've also heard Raila Amolo Odinga talking about, he was asked concerning this issue of Rigathi GACHAGUA, talking about one vote, one shillings, and Raila said that that is one of the ways to go, and if Kenya wants to go far, then that is one among the thing that is supposed to be considered, because even in the BBI, it was brief. It was something like a briefing. It was among the things that were supposed to be discussed in the BBI, and he said that Gachagua seen light is like Saul whose name turned to Paul after seeing the light. So he's ready to work. Raila said that he's ready to work with anybody. He's ready to work with Rigathi Gachagua. Be anybody that is within Kenya is ready to work with anybody and everybody. Let us listen to Raila.
Issue of one man, one vote, 1 shilling. And a day or two ago, Honorable Jeremiah Kioni came out to say that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has now seen the light on this push of 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling. If there is that push, are you willing to work with Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua?
Well, I'm working with everybody in this country. Nobody specifically. President Gachagua is a member of the government. And as you know, yesterday, the government pledged that they are going to support my bid for AU. And I said, Hewala. I thank them. So he is seen the light. His soul was now become a Paul. Thank you very much.
Okay.
The story is about this Raila man by the name of MAKARINA. That is one of the greatest politicians that comes from Meru. He stands for, I think he is the leader of the physically disabled people. He was talking about, he was passing a certain message to the president of the Republic of Kenya, that is William Samoei Ruto, telling William Ruto that let them continue mistreating Rigathi Gachagua, but the more they mistreat Rigathi Gachagua, the more the people of the mountain come together so that they can have their own political parties and leaders. And he promised one thing, that if people are not very careful, the Kikuyus are very many, and their plan might be that they can give out the political, they can give out the presidential candidate and also the deputy, and they make sure that they vote accordingly. That is all I have for today, and until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Owino. Bye bye.